Greetings and hallucinations, my fellow FAF players. Today I have a team game on Gap of Rohan. I know about half of you right now are screaming in exultation, and the other half of you are groaning and face palming because I think Gap of Rohan probably garners the most hate and the most praise out of any map, except maybe Settins. I'm not sure on that one. Anyway, I am going to knock this cast out for the sake of the average Joes. I hope you do enjoy it. On the right side, we have Kajix Lexicon, the saddest panda. I love that name. And then the dejected panda. That just made my day. There's now two pandas. I love it. On the left side, we have Rain, Chaos Wars, Burke, and last but certainly not least, 4, and it looks like we have a pretty good representation of the factions. Pretty popular to have everyone go one faction so that you have all 4 on the team, and it looks like both sides do. Alright, everybody is familiar, I am sure, with the Settins metagame. Everybody runs to the center, tries to suck up as much mass as they possibly can and deliver it back to their bases for ecoing. There are T3 Rex, Harbs, and some other random knickknacks here and there, as well as some massive rocks to reclaim. And we're going to see 4 from one side and 2 from the other with a late entry by the third. That is actually a bit of a dangerous situation. Each one of these guys can get double teamed by 2 ACUs, and both of them die if they are not very careful. This is a nice little play by 4. We do not often see raiding on Gap of Rohan. It does tend to be a turtle and tech map, which is why, for the most part, the upper level players hate it. But for once, we are actually seeing a little activity with a lab, killed off a few engineers, and up here we're actually seeing a pair of mass extractor denials. Those are going to go down, have 4 flares, and a scout coming in here to the back. As we go back to the front, we can see that all of the mass has been scooped up. Take a quick gander here at the reclaim numbers. Lexicon with 2K. Kajix and Burke both with 100. Those are the 2 that did not go to front. 200 for Dejected Panda. 600, 12, 5, and 750. Not that impressive. There's a bit of mass in there. I'm not sure. I thought there was more than that in the center of Gap of Rohan. Maybe that is why it does not hurt too badly not to go there. Because honestly, a 2,000 mass bonus is not a game-killing proposition unless you make it so. That is the most trouble I've ever seen anyone have with dealing with 4 flares. Having to build 2 bombers and then depend on some mantis to come and rescue you, losing out on building your hydro and losing 3 mexes in the process, as well as getting some heavy damage to the rear of your base. That is not good at all. It could have been picked up on much quicker. See another nice little run by with some mantis over here, although those engineers and that Aurora are going to peg that thing down and deal with it pretty rapidly. And with that, guys, we have settled into what Gap of Rohan is famous for. Turtle base? Turtle base. Everybody loves a turtle. Alright, well, I am actually going to bump up the speed a little more. When there's this little going on, I can pretty confidently say that I am not going to miss much. T2 comm right here. We are going to get attack launcher, which can be devastating for the unprepared player. Then we have scouts going out for, oh, attack snipe. That was close. Oh my. goodness, that was close right there. That was 3 tac missiles on an 18k HP comm, which would normally be a kill, but what has happened here is if you have 3 tac missiles strike a target, what happened was, since these are in a vertical line, when they hit, the top one hit 1 game tick later than the bottom one did, and in that game tick, the ACU had a regen cycle, which gave him enough health to survive the 3rd tac missile. There we go, 50 HP. That is something that you do not see every day, but you always need to take into account, if you're launching, the exact number of tacs that it takes to kill an ACU. You need to be prepared for him to survive with just a couple HP. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen once in a blue moon. And now we're seeing the progression of the turtle. We're going to see TMLs, we have MMLs, small mobile forces, which generally don't do too much, and then a little blip back and forth here and there with the tac launchers where there is not a tac defense built yet. And for the most part, ecoing. This is the dreamland of the eco whore. For some reason, Lexicon is pulling his ACU to the top side. He does have the commander's shield on there now. Oh, 2 comm drops, but that is pretty brilliant right there. That is a T3 comm with shield. And that is a nanogen comm. They're going to throw up shields, throw up point defense, and anti-air, and begin their efforts to gouge a gaping hole in the northern side of the left-hand team. But tac launchers, I don't know that that's going to do any good, though, because we do have tac defense up, and those are some tough commanders. Seeing a little bit of a push here and a little bit of a push here, but I don't think those are going to do a whole lot of damage, to be honest. I'm going to slow this down a tick. Alright, working on getting multiple shield gens up, and then the dreaded UEF T3 point defense. That is going to have the range to get out there and knock out all but the most well microed and distanced troops. It will protect the base from mobile missile launchers, which can outrange T2 point defense. We do have a Monkey Lord up for both teams. However, the northern one looks slightly scarier. Wise choice by Chaos Wars not to throw that in there, because when you have 2 ACUs protected like that, there's a pretty good chance that you were going to lose that Monkey Lord without killing either or doing much damage, and that is a mass donation. Strat Bomber out for Kajix. Excellent choice by him. And I spoke too soon. In goes the Monkey Lord. We're also getting some Strat Bombers stored up for 4. I am going to be utterly... Okay, good. I was about to say, that is going to be so depressing if one of them actually dies to that. I don't think there's enough strats here. Those are some very high health ACUs, and they do have SAMs, and they have shields. I'm going to need a whole lot more Strat Bombers than that to do any damage. Yep, half shield strength still. Even after 2 passes with 4 Strat Bombers. Now, the northern team has wasted their Monkey Lord, throwing it away on a foolish errand, and here comes the Monkey Lord for the right-hand team. There's another one going up, but it is not going to get done in time. These guys need to bring their Harbies to the front, and they are... Oh no, those are not Harbies, those are Loyalists. That's actually better if he can get in close and die. There we go, EMP stun. You need to be overcharging, good sir. That is not how you do that. Monkey Lord getting up. He's going to try to get some damage laid in, but that is not going to be enough. Overcharge. Overcharge. And he failed to kill it. That was pretty dang close. He did get that last overcharge in, but it was not enough to kill it. Left it with just a little bit of health. And here we go. Overcharge, buddy. 700 health, and it is down. But that Monkey Lord was able to clear out these T2 point defense. That was a very good move by the right-hand team. That is going to free up this fire base. They no longer have to worry about artillery fire. They're going to be able to expand southward. No problem whatsoever. Throwing up a Tech 3 Mass Extractor. I don't know why on earth you would do that. Also, the saddest panda, I find your power spam hilarious. You simultaneously have a T3 Gen and 5 million, okay, maybe not that many, 91 T1 power generators. Do you have any idea how much mass is contained in that power generator spam? You could reclaim that and build whatever you wanted. My goodness, so much waste. Believe that was a tack snipe. Either that or artillery. Normally I would apologize for missing it, but when you have a fire-based war like this, usually it's pretty easy to see what is going on. And then we have a quit. And then the artillery strikes again. That is going to wrap it up for the left-hand team, I am afraid. They do have a GC, but there's a Caesar online. There's a Fat Boy online. There's T3 Air over here. He just lost the Strat Bombers. Yeah, there's no way. Special donut delivery. Maybe we will get to see an air damage kill. You don't have to do much because 4 only has 1100 health on that unupgraded comm. Why are you running away? Probably running to meet your death. And kaboom. Alrighty guys, that is Gap of Rohan. Some of you can breathe a collective sigh of relief that it is over. Some of you can go talk and discuss and comment about what you thought about it. But for better or for worse, the Rohan cast is over. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you have any replays you want to send me, you can post them in the comments below. You can send them to me on the forum or on the FAF client. Any way is fine, but I always need good material to cast. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, we'll see you guys later.